Pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to Charles Moore Arena in Orleans. We are here for the second half of our Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Live on YouTube, it is Barnstable versus Nauset. A couple of Atlantic Coast League teams going together, an interdivisional match. And we were scheduled to have a 6 o'clock puck drop, but they pushed it back to 6:15. It's almost like they did that with me specifically in mind. That's not actually what happened, but that pushback of 15 minutes allowed me to get here in time. We're all set to go. And now we're going to listen as the national anthem is played. There it is. National anthem's been played, and I think we're skipping the starting lineups.
Have a night.
So here we go. It is Chase Holm in net for Nauset. Let's tell you about his information. Before we go any further, Holm's save percentage is .895, and his goals against is 2.81. This is his 9th game of the season.
Come on, White!
Barnstable's starting goaltender is Connor Higgins. And Higgins, the sophomore goalie, playing in his 5th game with a goals against of 2.75 and a save percentage of .833. Barnstable doesn't quite have a goalie controversy. I don't know if you would call it that, but certainly in the last few days or games, they've been going back and forth about who they want to start. And we are here on the end where Barnstable will shoot twice. And in the corner, we'll have geographical locators tell you near and far side and all that. And as normal, on the far end of the ice, it's a little more difficult to see, but do our best to provide play-by-play and let you know what's happening down there. It's punched around to the near side. Home sends it back along the boards. He got shoved. Barnstable wearing the red jerseys, almost completely red with some white outlining. Bringing the puck through center, now near side. Jack Cordero throws it out in front. It goes all the way through for a drive from Liam Capra. That one would not go. Now it's a player wearing number 1 for Barnstable. That's Eddie Donovan's jersey. So I'm not sure who's wearing number 1 for Barnstable. I'll have to find that out at some point. Number 1 is Eddie Donovan, and unless Donovan is playing skater tonight, I don't know who that is. It's brought in, and right off the post, it stays out from Sean Jones. It was right there.
It's gonna be hard. Get to your spot.
Played out in front, and now cleared out the center ice. Sits there at the red line. Great chance for Barnstable just a moment ago. Chris Cordero wheels with it at his own blue line, runs into some traffic in the neutral zone. I must issue the once apology here in this one for finally getting bitten by the sickness bug. And so I'm going to sound a little nasally throughout this one. Kept in on the line by Nauset. It goes down low and sent around the boards and down the ice into the Nauset zone. All the way down. Barnstable getting new players out onto the ice. It's sent ahead through his own zone by Noah Clark, but a turnover. It's brought right back in. Holm makes a save on the shot in the slot from Jack Cordero. Whistle and a stoppage in play. And this whistle is non-penalty variety. We've played 2 minutes and 19 seconds of this first period, no score. What a chance a moment ago for Sean Jones, who slipped one in front and looked like he completely beat home there and got beaten by the post and a little slow to react to it. It was sat there, not able to put home the rebound off the post. Off the whistle that was just blown, they dropped the puck in the Barnstable end. It actually was a penalty to Barnstable. The penalty was against Matt Fredo. So it is Nauset on the power play. It's distributed near side. Ocean fancy shot, and the save was made by Connor Higgins.
Give it to him.
Right out in front after the backhand pass from Miles Walther would not go. It's a 3-on-1 for Barnstable. Short-handed the other way. Holm gets the arm up and stops that shot from Jack Cordero.
Move on him.
So, short-handed chance for Barnstable on this power play. They still have 70 seconds more to kill off. Shane Silva trying to step around his man. The blue line didn't happen. Off the glass and down. Holm, the captain for Nauset, will leave it back for Cam Powell. And Cam Powell will play it on the left wing for Miles Walther. Walther gives it to Shane Silva. Silva returning it down low for Walther. Walther locked up down low. Puck's moving a little bit. It comes free. It's filtered through the stick of Walther to Silva, who makes a move, lowering the shoulder and turning, giving it to Walther, right back to Silva. Pass out. Has with 31 seconds left on the power play. And Nauset is up 1-0. The chant is, "Let's go, Nauset." This crowd at Charles Moore Arena fired up for that one. Shane Silva picks up the only assist. Now run another shot. Save on that offering from Nick Dadoli. Save was made by Connor Higgins. What a pass that was to Hull. And he ripped it. So we're back to even strength hockey.
Come on! Watch! Behind!
Hull backhands around, gets slammed to the end boards by Ryan DiPilato. Far side, popped ahead by Hunter Coughlin. Coughlin and Pat Harrington coming together. And the whistle. Cam Hull scores his third goal of the season. He's one of the points leaders for Nauset, one of the double-digit producers. Now 3 goals and 13 assists. He's just one, while Silva picked up the assist, so that's point number 18 for Silva.
On you!
Smashed off the end boards by Ocean Fancy. And Nauset able to get it out the center. Sent back in by Barnstable. Powell sends it around the near side. Silva, vain effort there. The puck does escape out the center. Now Jack Cordero off the boards for Brian Fry. Fry got it to Tim Story, but nothing happening there. Now it's sent into the Barnstable zone, and it'll be Higgins out to play it. Along the far side, Barnstable able to finish this puck out the center, but then a couple players come together, and the loose puck is picked up. Skipping it ahead is Ben Winslow. And it's right back into the possession of the Red Raiders. It's the Barnstable Red Raiders versus the Nauset Warriors in this one. Here is Hull. Looking for Silva. Didn't go to him. And now Nauset regaining the puck after Barnstable turned it over. And they're trying to clear it near side. Barnstable getting it back. But then forced back out the center is Brendan Jones.
Cam, get hold!
Jones, a little saucer pass that goes to the near side. Good check on Chris Cordero from Cam Hull. And now we have the whistle. And we have an interference call being assessed here. Let's see who this is on. It appears to be on Nauset. It's Nick Dodoli. And Barnstable is going to get its first power play of the game. Puck goes out of play. It gives us a second to tell you one of our sponsors for this game is Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment necessary. Visit www.capecodhealth.org for more information. Cape Cod Healthcare, urgent healthcare. It's a face-off win for Barnstable, but it's not handled cleanly at the point. Recovering in time is Sean Jones. Jones is afforded space. He passes in the near circle for Chris Cordero. Cordero's shot is blocked by the leg of Ocean Fancy. Chris Cordero will pass it back to the line. And that's where James Holzman controls it. Holzman will blast, and that one goes on through, and it's skipped back through the crease after carried off the end boards by Brian DiPilato. Here's Chris Cordero behind the net. Power play continues for another minute and 20. Sean Jones is clanging his stick. He didn't get it in time before the disruption from Ben Winslow. Winslow can't get it past the line. Several Barnstable players in the way. Chris Cordero pass, and the shot would not be on goal there from the player in front. That's mysterious number one. Chris Cordero's shot over the crossbar. I'll get it in the intermission, but if you can get it for me before that, I'll see that pop up on my phone. Anybody know who's wearing the number 1 jersey for Barnstable, tweet me ASAP. Brought in by Liam Capra. Just a half minute remaining on the power play. Capra back for Jack Cordero. Wrister blocked in front of the net by Cam Hull, who just lets it go down the ice. 15 seconds remaining. Barnstable not in a hurry to get this out of their own zone. They might not get another shot on this power play. We'll see. Now they start to break out through the neutral zone. It is Cordero. This is Jack Cordero. All the way around and to the near side now. Cordero to back. Here comes the Ripper. Stopped in front. And Nauset will clear it. That shot coming in from Brian Fry. And it's an icing on Nauset as the power play just concluded. Boy, I tell you, Nauset, seeing them against Sandwich last week, they're doing it again, what I saw them do in their previous game, which is clog the middle. You saw them clog the middle of the ice right there on that power play a number of times on the penalty kill.
Come on, CJ.
After the icing, they'll take this face off in the defensive zone. These Nauset Warriors will. And it'll be Dodoli getting it out to center. It'll be grabbed in his own zone by James Holzman. Holzman will reverse. He's got a player in front of him, actually, and he'll leave it back. And now through the neutral zone, taking a swat at this James Purcell. He missed. And so it's a shot that misses from Holzman. Or beg your pardon, this is another player. That was Chris Adams. Adams slipped it out in front and went on through to the far half wall. It has popped up and off the ceiling and into the Nauset bench. 1-0 the score. Nauset leads Barnstable on a goal from Cam Hull. This game's also being brought to you by Monomoy Real Estate and Construction. Servicing all your home buying, construction, and rental needs. Call them at 508-945-0460 or visit them online at monomoyrc.com. Face-off win for Barnstable. Shot is blocked and clear. One player pursuing it for Nauset doesn't get there. That was Ryan Redahan. Oh, neutral zone. And now the puck pursuit from Redahan. He'll get it on the near side. Redahan just throws it out into the circle, and it's Barnstable getting it back and sending it the other way. Chip and chase time for Sean Jones. Jones behind the Nauset net and gets some help, but also a couple of Nauset players are there. Somebody's mouth guard is loose. Pushed out in front and spiked right back away. You have Jack Cordero there in net, there in front of the net, I should say. Sean Jones cycling it to Jack Cordero. Cordero out. And a shot comes in, a save, and the rebound punched wide. Sean and Brendan Jones are out there. Sean Jones out in front, almost connecting to, actually that was to number 1 for Barnstable.
Behind you!
Sean Jones gets it out for Brendan, and Brendan back to Sean. And here's Sean Jones in the circle, getting it out to the point. D-to-D pass. Brendan Jones a shot in the skates of Brian Fry. He turns and fires a backhander, and that one was blocked. To the near side. It's been a while since Nauset's gotten a clear. Sean Jones has it go off a stick in the near circle. Powell backhands it off of his teammate Coughlin. And once again, Nauset can't clear. Passed out Brian Fry. To the D, Brendan Jones' shot. And there was Sean Jones right in front. I don't know if the actual save was made there. Jones is right in front of the net. Nauset has been in the defensive zone for a long time. And Barnstable continues to get chances here. Jack Cordero shot over the crossbar. Yeah, stopwatch. It's been a couple of minutes now. Jack Cordero gets the pass. Cordero peels away. Cordero, this is Jack Cordero. Right out in front. Big save, home rebound score. Brendan Jones. Gets the goal, and Barnstable has tied the game at 1. Brendan Jones scores his second goal of the season. Jack Cordero picks up the only assist on that goal. Well, not a lot of Barnstable supporters here, as you can hear from that goal. This place didn't make a lot of noise. You can see some red on the far end of the ice, but that's about it. Not a whole lot. Up to the neutral zone. Collision between Ryan DiPilato and Ben Winslow in front of the Nauset bench just a moment ago. Now Winslow pursues this on the wing. He'll send it ahead to Miles Walther. Thrown out in front of the crease to the near side in the Barnstable zone. Barnstable just had to have taken a bit of a chunk out of the Nauset team with that extended period of pressure in the offensive zone, forcing them to play a lot of defense. Amazing how much time Barnstable had in there without an area clear by Nauset. Cleared out by Shane Silva. Now it's Brendan Jones, the goal scorer for Barnstable, tossing it, looking for a man, but not reaching him, and it's an icing call on Barnstable. I want to tell you also that this game is being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration, family owned and operated since 1996, serving Provincetown, Truro, Wellfleet, Eastham, Orleans, Brewster, Chatham, and Harwich. You can call them at 508-349-5821 or visit capecodrefrigeration.com. And we'll get this puck drop on the face-off, and Barnstable will possess it with under 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Hull from the neutral zone takes a bounce off the boards or glass to the right of the Barnstable bench. And it's the Red Raiders eventually controlling this one. And it's passed out to the neutral zone. It'll be Ocean Fancy tapping it. But it's the Red Raiders still getting it in. And Holmes going to get a whistle. Game's being brought to you by Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank since 1851. Siemens Bank has continued their commitment to the community. 5 branches from Eastham to Provincetown. Siemens Bank is highly regarded for its community involvement and support with local schools, businesses, and nonprofit organizations through its charitable foundation. Siemens Bank would like to wish the Nauset Warriors a great season. And also, Agway of Cape Cod is sponsoring this game. Locally owned, family operated, serving the Cape for over 25 years with lawn, garden, wild bird, and pet supplies. Visit their 3 Agway locations in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, online at agwaycapecod.com. We now have less than 90 seconds remaining in the first period. Barnstable tying the game on a goal from Brendan Jones.
Go!
Played by Walther to Hull, to the far side for Nick Dedoli. And out the center. Barnstable got it back in, but it's Nauset repossessing here with Silva playing catch with Hull. Or beg your pardon, that's Fancy. Now a turnover from Hull, and a long distance offering was glanced away by Chase Holm.
Go Shane, pinch!
Hard around near side boards. And Silva with the check on James Holzman. Barnstable getting it back in the neutral zone, but this pass attempt ahead is gloved by Hull, and he springs Shane Silva, who's 1 versus 5. Silva making the move, but then cut down and skated the other way by Holzman. Holzman, a wrister that's neutralized by the stick of his number 17 counterpart Hull. Hard off the boards on the far side by John Purcell, and now it's Ben Winslow backhanding it along, but it's Barnstable getting it back deep into the Nauset zone. Hull finds a seam out the center with 7 seconds left in the first period. And I think we're going to skate into the locker room tied at 1. 1-1 the score. Goals for Cam Hull and Brendan Jones for Nauset and Barnstable, respectively. We'll take a break and come back with the second period for you here in Orleans on this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Welcome back, everybody. The second period about to start between Barnstable and Nauset on this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Part 2 of a doubleheader. First game of the broadcast saw Nantucket beat John Paul II by a score of 7-1. Here it's 1-1 after 1. Nantucket got the goal scoring started from Cam Hall on the power play. Brendan Jones responded for Barnstable. An even strength goal. Nauset coming into this game 5-5 overall. Now as we start to get a little bit closer to the end of the regular season than we are to the beginning, we start to look at how things shape up for the postseason. And here's how the MIAA hockey system works. You can draw any team from any level into the Big 8. Normally that's Division 1 teams such as Barnstable. But as far as Division 1, 2, and 3 playoffs go, anybody with a 500 record or better makes it. And so Nauset needs to keep on playing at least 500 hockey to make it that far. And we are back to action here. We'll talk more about that all here in just a moment. Maybe right now. No icing. It goes all the way down. And Miles Walter gets it out in front. Absolute wide open net for Ben Winslow, and he couldn't put it home. That came out much more quickly than Connor Higgins was anticipating. Found out, by the way, who the number 1 player is for Barnstable. We'll wait until he's out there. Leave it as a surprise. Here's Jack Cordero. Not sure if that was a shot or pass, but it went over to the near side goal line, then thrown back out in front. A shot taken, just hopping past the crease harmlessly. And the Nauset Warriors will repossess it, but they won't clear it. It's Brendan Jones passing across, and that goes off the stick of the player number 1. That's Jack Longeal, who is wearing that. Apparently Longeal forgot his jersey tonight, so he's wearing the jersey of Eddie Donovan. So Barnstable, don't know what their chances are of making the Big 8, but their record is 7-3-1. So as far as the Division 1 Barnstable team is concerned, they seem like a certainty for making the postseason. But they do have a tough schedule ahead of them. For Barnstable, it seems like those who have paid attention to this team, the concern has been consistency. This one slipped out in front and it filters on through. Eventually grabbed by Nick Dadoli out the center. It's sent right back into the Nauset end by Liam Capra. Off the glass, Nauset trying to clear. We saw this in the first period. Wind up being a goal for Barnstable, keeping the puck in the zone for long periods of time. Here's Chris Cordero, turns a pass back. Capra has to chase us down, tries to wrist it, fanned on it. And also trying to take advantage here, but they can't. And it's Barnstable getting the puck back. It is Capra hammering it well wide of the net. Getting to this first is James Holzman. And now it's Sean Jones below the goal line. Cycling it, the puck's coming back to him, and he'll dash it back along the near side boards. Liam Capra's shot. And that one goes to a Nauset stick, and it's cleared out the center. The Warriors must need to clear. It'll be jammed into the offensive zone by Dadoli, and Nauset will get a change. Barely able to get over the boards there. Ryan Redahan, kind of a microcosm of how long they were out there on that shift. Not by choice. It's Capra, just sending it in from the neutral zone, heading off for the change. We get a whistle here. So Nauset's last game, they beat Dennis Yarmouth 6-0. It was the inaugural Codfish Cup. And this is a new event. This is not necessarily the first time these two teams are playing, but first time they've designated the Codfish Cup, an event that was played on Monday, and up and down the sporting level between the two schools.
One more white!
That ended with the varsity hockey teams getting together. Nauset won that one big. The final score was 6, but the real winners in that one, the foundation set up by the Yarmouth Police Department for the to raise funds for the family of fallen police officer Sean Gannon, who was killed in the line of duty last year. So they raised money for him in that Codfish Cup, and they're hoping to make that an annual occurrence between Nauset and Dennis Yarmouth. 6 different players
interference
scoring.
Come on, what's the interference?
While we were talking about that, they assessed a couple of penalties, and I missed that, I'm sorry, but it was Nauset and Barnstable both getting a penalized player, matching penalties, and they stay 5-on-5. Face off in the Barnstable zone. And it is played ahead out into the neutral zone. Longiel looking for this one, but swatted away from him by Noah Clark. Sent around to the near side, kept in by Sean Jones. Quickly out in front and spiked away by Ryan Redahan. Now it's played along the boards on the far half wall. Tyler Hoffman. Now it's out to center ice.
Come on, Ty!
And that one. Big check between the benches. Neutral zone shot. Save made by Higgins. He gloves it aside. Barnstable, some defensive zone passing, eventually to the stick of Brendan Jones, who spots a man on the wing. It's Sam Powell scoring his first goal against Falmouth, the freshman. He's out there on the ice right now. He'll pursue this one, but will he get to it first? No. It'll be Nauset controlling it and getting it out of their zone. Backhander by CJ Stilt. Too many Barnstable bodies in front. And the Red Raiders getting it out and skating up the wing, Tim Story. Story, a shot glanced away by Holm. Barnstable player tries to throw it in from the near side. That's Howell. It was knocked down in front. And it's Cam Hull for Nauset. Hard on the near side. Kept in. And now the Warriors will get it out, and that one will bounce off the ceiling, and they'll get a defensive zone draw. It was Miles Walther's shorthanded goal, just a minute 46 into the game, that was the game winner for Nauset on Monday. Barnstable's last game, you saw it. It was the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week on Saturday against Falmouth. Of course, they won that one 5-3. First win against Falmouth since 2016 for Barnstable. And that gets them on back onto the winning track after they had a 5-game win streak snapped. A loss and a tie before that win against Falmouth. Here is Winslow able to slip around. Miles Walther in front, shot just missing. Shane Silva. Net appears to have budged off just an inch, but they won't blow play dead. Here's Walther. Walther with the puck on his stick still. Rister And that one stopped home. Silva tried to get it out in front. There was Coughlin, but the connection not clean. And now this puck goes out of play. I want to tell you about our sponsors for this game, Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Visit www.capecodhealth.org for more information. And it's also being brought to you by Monomoy Real Estate and Construction, offering real estate, construction, management, and development services. Call them at 508-945-0460 or visit their website, monomoyrc.com. Hull makes a great save on that offering as Barnstable rushed right up the ice. Chant, let's go Nauset. Barnstable wins the face-off. The Charles and overnight out the center. This is Dadoli. Shoved off the puck by Longio, but before that, penalty spotted. One of those Barnstable players doing something with Dadoli, trying to do something in the slot there.
Come on, move the puck. Move the puck.
Let's see who the penalized player is. It's going to be an interference call against Longio. Second power play of the game for Nauset. Their only goal came on their first. Off the face-off, it is Brendan Jones backhanding it down the ice. Hull has got Brian Fry on him. Fry then bowls over Ocean Silva. There's Walter. Walter, speed, wrister, right on, save, rebound, score! It is Ben Winslow with the power play goal. And the power play has been kind to Nauset. They are 2 for 2. Nauset re-grabs the lead at 2-1.
D!
Winslow scores his 6th goal of the season. So a couple of seniors getting on the score sheet. Hull first, and now Winslow here in the second.
Go!
Scored very early into that power play. Off the boot of Jones and down the ice, and Barnstable will get nailed for icing. This game's being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration. If you need service for your commercial refrigeration, heating, or air conditioning system, call them at 508-349-5821 or visit capecodrefrigeration.com. .657 remaining in this second period. Face-off is won by Nauset. It's back for a hurry shot. That's in! Has his second. Right off the face-off.
We're getting there.
And now we've got a timeout that's been called. I was in the process of, or I was at least observing the fact that you had 3 Barnstable players lining up in the slot, no guy on the far wing. But it was a clean face-off win for Nauset, and what a drive that was for Hull. He leaned into that one, and he got all of it. And Cam Hull, now with 4 goals on the season. He came into this one with 2. He's doubled his goal total. Good stuff for the Nauset Warriors. Not so much for Barnstable.
Come on, White, keep working. Just throw it at the net, White. Just throw it at the net.
Walther took the face-off, so he gets the only assist.
Watch him wide! No ice, no ice!
No icing here.
No!
Silva was working on Matt Fredo, but then Jack Cordero came in, played to the near side. Big check, Miles Walther landing it on Tim Story. Near side, down below us, played ahead by Ben Winslow, who's got a goal in this one. Barnstable recontrols in her own zone. Dumped in by Shane Silva before he heads off for the change. Wholesale changes being made here by Nauset.
Body Hunter!
Hunter Coughlin and Ryan Redahan trying to make something happen on the far side, but it is Barnstable getting it out of their zone. It'll be grabbed by John Purcell. And Purcell along the near side will get it out the center. And James Holzman finds a man who then gets dealt with. That was Jack Scipione being checked by Purcell. And Nauset will try and play keep away in their own zone before they get it out. Jim McCabe here with you on live on YouTube for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Under 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Nauset has scored 2 goals here in the second period. Ben Winslow and Cam Hull with the second. Hull, this is Nick Dadoli with the shot, and Connor Higgins with the glove save.
Let's go, White!
Want to thank our sponsors for this game tonight. That's being brought to you by Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank. Siemens partners with great organizations like the Cape Cod Children's Place to support local families making a better life here on the Cape. Please go to the website www.siemensbank.com to learn what Siemens may be able to do for you and your family. Played in deep into the Barnstable zone. Liam Capper spins it back. And it's played out of the zone by James Holzman. This puck in the neutral zone squeaks back into the Barnstable side of the ice, and now played into the Nauset bench by Liam Capra. This game's also being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, your local source for the pet food and supplies you need to keep your 4-legged family members happy and healthy. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. Four minutes even remaining in the second period. This is icing on Barnstable. So then we'll put the face off here.
Do your job, do your job.
Just below us. Face-off win for Nauset. Shot coming right on. Save made Higgins on that offering from Hull. Comes out in front. Walter scores! Miles Walter got the pass. Silva, an assist machine tonight. And Walter makes it 4-1. Nauset.
Pucks to the net.
Another face-off win and a goal. And it looks like we're putting in a new goaltender. Maybe not.
Hey, let's go. Drop the puck. They already used their timeout.
I don't think I need to provide any additional analysis here. You heard what you heard?
Sorry, I get a little emotional.
It's okay.
Use profanity.
No, you're doing a great job of that so far. That is assistant head coach Mike Silva. You don't think they'll recognize your voice, coach? This puck is deep in the Nauset zone. But you saw there that Eddie Donovan was out on the ice. Donovan, by the way, he's wearing the home Barnstable jersey for number 35. This is all because Jack Longiel forgot his jersey, and he's wearing one of the goaltender's jerseys tonight. Donovan came out, and looking at Connor Higgins, he just kind of was staring ahead, waiting for his fate. But then Donovan went back to the bench, and so Higgins is going to stay out there for now. Now 3:05 remaining in the second period. This is icing on Nauset. 4-1 the score. A couple of face-off win goals. Miles Walther with the latest. Two power play goals for Nauset in this one. They're 2 for 2. They took the 1-0 lead. Barnstable got it tied at 1. Now 3 straight goals since then in response for Nauset. And a power play is going to come up for Barnstable. Delay penalty here, and it'll be touched by Shane Silva. And Barnstable will get its second power play. They are 0 for 1. And Silva's the penalized player. And another face-off win for Nauset. Forgetting that this is not icing, was Connor Higgins. Here's a wrister by Howell that was blocked. It's taken now by Brian Fry. He dishes into the middle, not able to handle this cleanly with Brendan Jones. He'll send it to the left side. Jack Cordero shot missing. Off the carom, it's out the center.
Umbrella!
Brendan Jones. Passing on the near side, Sam Howell will drag it into the middle and give it to Jack Cordero right in, back to the near side. And a loose puck. Nauset had a player trying to dive for that one to get it out. That was CJ Still. Now it's played around the far side and all the way down into the Barnstable zone. Jack Cordero will pass it, and Brendan Jones gets around his own man. It goes all the way across. Liam Capra was dealt with by Ocean Fancy, but Capra does get to this puck. Try to get some separation here, and it's past to Jack Cordero on the left point. Cordero along the far side.
Ocean, get
Into
off!
the left circle, back to Cordero. Catch with Jones. Cordero's shot. Jack Cordero with the shot. It's a power play goal, and Barnstable has made this a 4-2 game with 1:12 to go in the second. I would say probably that's Cordero's goal. We'll wait officially. But it is a power play tally. They actually give the goal to Liam Capra. And I'll take an intelligent guess and say Capra was in front of the net and tipped it. That's an intelligent guess. An educated guess is also what that's known as. So less than a minute to go, and Barnstable gets one back. Perhaps they'll get more. Player gets knocked down. Home. I think hard to see a little bit there. It looked like he came out of his net to try to knock that away. Less than a half minute remaining in the second. Barnstable
Come on, Tyler.
bringing the puck in. It is back to the line, kept in by the toes of the man at the left point. There, passes across. That's Will Martone over to Brendan Jones. And then it's back over Martone's shot off the end boards. Comes out in front. It's back for Brendan Jones. Player gets banged on the far half wall. Tyler Hoffman. Puck does eventually come free, but not in time as the buzzer sounds. 4-2 the score. Nauset leads Barnstable. Lots of goals scored in the second. We'll talk about them when we recap the second period in scoring, and when we come back for the third period of action here in just a little bit. Here from Charles Moore Arena in Orleans. Welcome back. Upset in the works. We are through 2 periods. This Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. Barnstable down 4-2 to Nauset after 2. And the 3rd period has begun. Here's Miles Walter for Nauset. Throws it near side. It goes on through to the other side. We're on the end of the ice where Barnstable will be shooting in this period. They need 2 goals to tie.
One coming hard!
And as Cam Hull touches the puck, whistle because it appears one of the referees took some heat from that puck. So we don't know when the last time these 2 teams have played. We have records going back to 08-09, and this is the first game these 2 teams have played since then. Of course, Nauset plays in the Atlantic Coast League as Division II team, Barnstable in the Old Colony League as a Division I team. Now that's going to change next year when the Cape and Islands League takes in both of these teams. Cape and Islands League will have just about everybody from the Cape and Islands. Penalties coming up to Nauset. Well, let's see. This is on Ocean Fancy. It is an interference call. And Barnstable, which is 1 for 2 on the power play, gets its 3rd opportunity.
Watch an umbrella! Watch the umbrella!
It's a face-off win for Barnstable.
Nick, backside!
This pass goes to Brian Fry. Fry around the end boards for Jack Cordero. Back to Brian Fry. Fry back to Cordero. Jack Cordero leads it back for Chris Cordero. Shot right on. Save made. Chase home. Clear unsuccessful for Nauset. Good keep in with the skates of the Barnstable player you just saw a minute ago. Now this shot from Jack Cordero is blocked, and it is cleared by Cam Hull. Brought in by the Red Raiders, it's Jack Cordero, captain, slipping it down low, and that goes to Brian Fry despite the best efforts on defense from Cam Hull. Fry back out for Cordero, and they play catch. It's Cordero again. Shot blocked in the middle. How many times have we said that? Shane Silva golfs it out to center ice. Fanned on it though, he wanted to get it all the way down. Just about a half minute remaining on the power play. Fry through center. To the left circle shot, and that may have been going wide. Not sure. Hull though got a piece of it. Cleared down the ice by Nauset. 20 seconds left on the power play. We've played about 2.5 minutes of this 3rd period. Now taken through the neutral zone by CJ Still.
5 on the kill.
Not very deep, but it's Barnstable getting it back. And it's Jack Cordero. Rister, good neutralization on him by Noah Clark.
Even. Good stick, Noah.
Goal scorers for Nauset. 2 for Cam Hull. Ben Winslow and Miles Walter have been the other goal scorers. Hull's first goal assisted by Shane Silva. The second Hull goal assisted by Miles Walther.
Come on, White, do your job here.
Walther's goal assisted by Silva. Winslow's goal assisted by Walther. These players helping each other out tonight.
He's holding his stick.
Smacked off the near side boards by Jack Fredo. CJ still played it behind, and then Cam Hull cleared it out to center. Vacant space in the ice was found by the Barnstable player dumping it in, Jack Fredo. Played to the near side, Nauset getting it back. Lumbered out, CJ Still crosses the offensive blue line, tries to cut ahead, and losing it. It goes back for a blast. Cam Hull that gets on through, but it goes by the net. Sliding to try and block that was Ryan DiPilato.
No trip.
We're back to even strength with 11 minutes and change remaining
No
in the third period. No icing here. Jim McCabe here with you live on YouTube for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Nauset leads Barnstable 4-2. And speaking of two players just came together. Ryan Renahan getting the better of Tim Story. Trying to play it to the near side was Ryan Renahan, but he got blasted.
Johnny, settle!
Near side, John Purcell plays it out to center. And what do we got now? A penalty is being called here on Barnstable. Tim Story is not pleased. Doubly so. That'll probably draw attention to the Nauset fans, who in fact let Tim Story know what he can and cannot do. Barnstable's goals, Brendan Jones had the first, assisted by Jack Cordero. And Liam Capra, I think, had the first one, actually. Yeah, Capra had the first goal, assisted by Jack Cordero. And then, Capra had the second one. I was right the first time. Brendan Jones and Liam Capra are the two goal scorers for Barnstable. Let's leave it at that. So the power play for Nauset, their third.
One coming!
Capra assisted by Cordero, and so was Brendan Jones. Jack Cordero has the assist on both goals. Barnstable.
One coming, Cam! Use the net! Coming!
Cam Hull made a nice move there from Longiel.
Come on,
Now
White.
this turnover to Jack Longiel. Jack Longiel brings it in. Short-handed. Longiel will just spin it back out.
Pick a man!
That'll be sent into the Nauset zone. Not a lot of pressure for Cam Hull to deal with. He had Sean Jones on him, but Jones peeled back on the forecheck. 40 seconds remaining on the Nauset power play.
Back to him!
Cam Hull circles back.
Come on!
Passes Miles Walther. Walther from the red line will hurl it in. Puck on the goal line. It's loose on the end boards, and Barnstable will clear it down the ice.
Chase, move it!
This power play continues for Nauset, but it's almost over. It is back for John Purcell. Purcell through the neutral zone. And it's turnover played the other way by Matt Fredo. But that's as far as Barnstable got on that one.
Get up the ice,
8.5 remaining in the third period. Played out by J.J. Alger. This loose puck goes to Brian Fry. Fry makes the move at the blue line. Fry wrister, and that one tipped off at least one stick. Now comes out home makes a save on the Barnstable player that shot that, Tim Story. And then it's iced by Nauset.
Come on, White, move your feet!
This game's being brought to you by Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment.
Move your feet, do your job!
No appointment necessary. Visit www.capecodhealth.org for more information. Cape Cod Healthcare, urgent healthcare. This game's also being brought to you as we get a timeout that's been called. And this game's being brought to you by another sponsor, Monomoy Real Estate and Construction, providing a unique, comprehensive, and highly personalized service to the regional real estate community. Let them help you create your own Cape Cod real estate reality. 508-945-0460, monomoyrc.com. And since we have a timeout, I might as well also tell you that this game's being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration in North Truro. Call 508-349-5821 today to schedule a job or get a free quote. They install Mitsubishi ductless air conditioning and heating systems that are quiet and efficient, and they specialize in the engineering, installation, and maintenance of commercial refrigeration systems. Would you believe I'm more than halfway through the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, and not once that I've done a sponsor read has there been a goal that's interrupted me? Let's keep it that way. That was me knocking on wood. 4-2 the score. Nauset leads. And now both teams have used their timeouts. I'll give us a chance to tell you about our next Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. That is coming up on January 30th. So 1 week from now, it'll be Sandwich at Falmouth. And that'll close off the January portion. And then after that, we just have 6 more games remaining. This face-off in the Nauset zone.
Move it hard!
Ocean Fancy tried to play it around, but it was a turnover out in front. Shot, save home.
Hard! Gotta
The
be
pass
hard!
to Sean Jones.
They're down 4.
And Chase Holm made the save.
Go, Shane! Gotta be harder, Cam!
Out the center ice. Shane Silva looking for this one. It's played away from him. Several Barnstable players in the vicinity. Chris Cordero will play it deep.
Reverse!
Cam Hull urged to play it near side, and he does. It goes through the stick. And now for Shane Silva. It's a 2-on-1 possibility for Nauset. Silva, the shot! And that one would not go. May have hit the post. From the neutral zone, this puck is shot, and Holm easily steers it away. Hull plays it off the glass near side. It bounces to Hunter Coughlin. Coughlin, wrister save is made by Connor Higgins, who is still in net. We thought maybe he was getting pulled in the second period, but Higgins is still out there. Cam Hull slapped that hard off the glass, the score table and penalty box glass. Now players coming together in the neutral zone. A little bit helter-skelter here. Hull plays it around to the near side. And finding it, Tyler Hoffman, but then getting checked. And Barnstable will get penalized for that hit on Tyler Hoffman.
Brian! Use your head!
Barnstable has now given Nauset 4 power plays in this game, and Nauset has been deadly. They are 2 for 3. And with 6.5 minutes remaining, a goal here would really make things comfortable for Nauset. Hull waits and distributes to Fancy near side. Puck taken away from him, and then Hull couldn't keep it in. This puck rolls into the Nauset end, and chopping it down to flatten it is Hull. He's got Jack Cordero on him, so he passes quickly to Miles Walther. To Shane Silva on the far side. Silva gets slowed down in front of the Barnstable bench by Brendan Jones. Now it's behind the Barnstable net, around to the near side. Slowed down by Fancy, passed out to Hull, but he has to go back out to center ice. And Hull tried to backhand it deep, but Brian Fry got in the way and deflected it out of play. 4-2 the score. Nauset leads with 5:54 remaining in the third period. And a minute 17 remaining on the power play. This penalized player, by the way, was Chris Adams. Off the face-off at center ice, it is J.J. Alger.
On you!
Alger retreats behind his net, then passes to Ocean Fancy.
Get up the ice, CJ!
Ocean Fancy over for Cam Hull, back to Fancy. Fancy gains the red line, he'll dump it in. And he'll go around the boards. Now puck on the far corner. Bunch of players battling for it. It is jarred free. Fancy able to keep this in and backhands it along the boards. In the corner, it was Matt Fredo. And played around and cleared by Barnstable.
One coming! Same side!
5 minutes and change remaining in the third period. Half minute remaining on the Nauset power play. Pass ahead for CJ Still. Still making the move, or the move was made on him, rather. No call there. Barnstable player gets stood up at center at the blue line. Ocean Fancy hitting Jack Longiel. Now a shot from Chris Cordero in the right circle. Save made. Cam Hull, Chase Holm.
Manage the clock. 8
Nauset
seconds on the power play. Do your job.
Won't get a shutout in this one, but they've gotten 2 consecutive shutouts. Holm had the shutout on Saturday.
Find it.
JT Tulloch had the shutout against Dennis Yarmouth on Monday. Shot comes in. Save made home. Jack Cordero can't get the rebound. That initial shot came in from Brendan Jones. Shane Silva across, and it's punched out by John Purcell.
Everything is up and out.
Back to even strength hockey with 4 minutes and change remaining in the third period. Jack Cordero
Stay with him.
on the far half wall. Gets it down for Tim Story. Out in front. Just sent wide of the net by Brendan Jones. Shane Silva gets it ahead, and it's golfed along by Ben Winslow, who then plays it deep, and Nauset gets new personnel out onto the ice.
No.
Multiple players going in on the forecheck. Clark playing it ahead. Barnstable forced the issue here. Brian Fry will just whip it across.
Stay with him.
Good diving effort by Tim Story. Now Jack Cordero will get it down for Brian Fry. Remember that dive from Story.
Backside.
Pressure continues here. Will Martone running into Brian Fry. Fry down low for Jack Cordero. Cordero holds on. Cordero wrister, that's blocked by Ryan Redahan. It's back for a drive. Blocked in front. Holm trying to swap that out with the paddle. Kept in at the blue line. Wrister from the far side. Save made Holm. That shot came in from Brendan Jones. This game is being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, your local source for the pet food and supplies you need to keep your four-legged family members happy and healthy. And Agway's greenhouse is now open year-round and stocked with beautiful and easy to care for houseplants, as well as great unique gifts. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com.
Contain!
Less than 3 minutes remaining in the third. 50-50 battle for the puck. Cam Hull pushing down Chris Cordero, and an immediate whistle They call interference on Hull for that push down on Cordero. And that opens the door just a little bit here for Barnstable. Gives them
Make a solid play.
their fourth power play.
Make
They're
a
1 for
solid
3.
play. Hard. Everything is hard.
Come on, boys!
Everything is hard.
2.5 to go. The net
Hard. Go, John.
is still occupied for Barnstable.
Ocean, close him off if he comes.
We'll see if
Close him
Barnstable
off if he comes.
decides to
That's it, John.
pull
That's it,
the goalie
John.
for an extra skater.
Go, Bennett. Go, Bennett.
Chris Cordero. Now Brian Fry out in front. There goes
Goalie's out.
Higgins
Out,
to the
out,
net,
out,
to the bench.
out.
There'll be a 6th skater for Barnstable. Chris Cordero gets locked up on the boards by Ocean Fancy. He kicked it and got it for Sean Jones, who emerges in the circle. Shot, save, made, chase home. Finally, this game's being brought to you by Siemens Bank,
Everything is hard.
Cape Cod's first community bank, serving the lower Cape communities from
Everything is hard.
Provincetown to Brewster by providing loans for first-time home buyers or anyone starting a new business. They continue to be the
Everything is hard out.
quintessential community
Hard
institution.
out.
Please
Let's go.
like them on Facebook or go to their website to learn more.
Feet. Stay with it, Ocean.
Here's Chris Cordero, gets it back for Brendan Jones to Chris Cordero. Wrister that's blocked by Ocean Fancy.
Ocean, stay out wide. Wide, Ocean.
Cordero up top for Brendan Jones to the right side. Jack Cordero. Wrister home, saves it. It's below him. He got the benefit of the whistle, but then he went back and it was under him after that. 1:29 remaining in the third period. 57 seconds left in the Barnstable power play.
Get deep. Let's go.
Nauset and Barnstable, 2 Cape Cod opponents that will be in the same league next year. They haven't played in a while, and Nauset, the Division II team, looking to upset Division I Barnstable. Brian Fry passes behind the net for Sean Jones. Back to Brian Fry. Kick save home. Rebound shot wide by Chris Cordero.
Battle. Keep it on the wall.
Fancy plays it along to Jack Cordero. It's a turnover. 30 seconds left on the power play. It's back and then passed back for Jack Cordero on the far half wall. Cordero advancing, wristing one wide of the net. The net remains empty for Barnstable. Brian Fry had some trouble. He had it in his skates, and they blow the play dead offside.
Let's go. Everything is out.
I'm going to need a lozenge after this game. How many other people up in the booth do you think will
Everything
also
is
need
out.
one? Barnstable wins the faceoff. It's brought in immediately and set wide of the net by Brendan Jones. Net remains empty for Barnstable. Their power play is concluding. 6 on 4. It's about to be 6 on 5. The Barnstable running out of time. It is slipped in. Here's Chris Cordero. Man going to the net. Cordero shoots it and scores!
Take the puck carrier.
Chris Cordero with the shot and the score. And he had a man going in front. Cordero on the wing, though, just closing in and firing it to the net. And it's 4-3 with 26.5 seconds remaining. Chris Cordero. And this place is going out of its mind.
Everything is out.
Chris Cordero, the junior, scores his 6th goal of the season. Is it too little, too late for Barnstable? There goes Higgins to the net. 6 on 5 with less than 20 seconds. Silva pokes it out to center. Silva will get to it, and Silva will try and slide for the backhander, but he won't get it. And now Barnstable may have run out of time. Puck goes off the referee's skate, and a whistle as there's action behind the play. What do we have here?
You gotta be fucking.
And more importantly, where is this face-off going to be? Because if it's in the Nauset zone, that'll give Barnstable one last breath of life.
No way! No way! Come on! You gotta be kidding me! Are you kidding?
They are putting the face-off in the Nauset zone. No penalties were called. Oh no, there was one to Nauset. 7.5 seconds left, and that's empty for Barnstable.
Miles on the wall!
It'll be 6-on-4. Penalized player for Nauset was CJ Still. Critical face-off here. Nauset's been so good at them, and they win this one, and they clear it down the ice, and that's it! Upset time for Nauset. They have beaten Barnstable. And look at this scene. Wow. Nauset has stunned Barnstable. The Nauset players, the Nauset coaches, all ecstatic. They are hugging and they are celebrating. Barnstable couldn't get the game tied. It was Chris Cordero getting it to 4-3, but that's as close as they got. They were given a power play. And with 7.5 seconds left, they were able to win that faceoff they needed. And it was iced down, and that was it. No icing, of course, officially. So it went down the ice, and once that happened, that was it. The game winner goes to Cam Hull, who has 2 goals in this one. His second goal stands as the game winner. Or I beg your pardon, I'm sorry. The game winner goes to Miles Walther, who scored the 4th goal in this one. Hull with 2, Winslow with 1, Walther with 1. Walters is the GWG. The goal scoring for Barnstable, besides Chris Cordero, also Liam Capra and Brendan Jones. Wow, what a game this was. Nauset beats Barnstable 4-3 here in Orleans, and that is how this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week doubleheader concludes. Let's remind you once again that the next one coming up is going to be Sandwich at Falmouth. That is going to be 1 week from now. And those Nauset players, you can still hear them. They are going to have a good time tonight. Falmouth first. Falmouth versus Sandwich is coming up next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. is when we'll have that game for you live on YouTube. Once again, the final score here, 4-3. Nauset beating Barnstable. Our earlier game on the doubleheader saw Nantucket blast St. John Paul II. 7-1 was the final there. I'm Jim McCabe saying so long for now. We'll have highlights up from tonight's 2 games on Twitter. That's Jim_McCabe_40, MCC Abe like Abe Lincoln. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody.